Yeah, yeah, yeah. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, everybody? Welcome to the podcast. What up? What up? What's cracking, everybody? Thanks for tuning in today. So what up? What up? So we got millions in the bank, fame, fans, the world at their feet, and they still threw it all away. Why do celebrities and athletes keep sabotaging their own success? We're gonna get into it. Yup. So what up, fam? I'm your guy, Ben. Welcome back to another powerful episode of Mike Manifestations Podcast, where we speak visions, truth, and manifestation into your mindset. Let's jump into it, baby. So today's episode, this is gonna hit a little different. We're talking about how some of the most talented, most successful, most admired people on this planet, celebrities, athletes, artists, end up throwing it all away. And for what? I'm talking about drinking and driving, reckless behavior, fatal accidents, prison time, murder charges, careers are gone, legacies shattered, lives lost. And I'm asking the real question, how? How do you rise so high only to fall so hard? Let's get into it, baby. We're going to talk about it. We're going to let it all out. Yup. So I don't know if you guys heard all the bullshit that's going on in this world these days. But here's the thing. A lot of you folks think that once you make it, get the fame, get that bag, get the followers, that life gets easier, right? But what they don't tell you is success amplifies who you already are. If you're broken on the inside, fame won't heal that. You got unprocessed trauma. Millions in the bank won't silence those demons coming out. You know what I mean? But yeah, anyways, guys, so success without emotional maturity, without healing, that's a setup. Know what I mean? We're going to talk about it right now. So I don't know if you guys, some of you guys, depending on your age anyways, some of you know about Aaron Hernandez. So let's talk about Aaron Hernandez, tight end for the New England Patriots. At 23 years old, he signed a $40 million contract extension, bro. Was playing alongside alongside Tom Brady. He had a fiance, a baby girl. He was living every football player's dream. You know what I mean? But behind the scenes, he was still in the streets. Running them streets, bro. Still running with gang ties. Still carrying that anger and pain from a rough childhood. In 2013, he was arrested for the murder of Odin Lloyd, his fiance's sister's boyfriend. That's crazy, huh? Fiance, sister's boyfriend, friends. But anyways, guys, yeah, man, he was close to. That's crazy, huh? Convicted, life in prison, no parole. He went from catching touchdowns on Sunday Night Football to sitting in a 6x9 cell forever. He later died by suicide in prison in 2017. He was just 27 years old, bro. What? Yeah, 27 years old. Guy was just starting his career. What did he have to gain? What did he gain from that? Fame, money, talent, the platform. But what did he lose? He lost his freedom, his future, a chance to be a father, bro. A chance to rewrite his history, his story, coming from the streets and everything else, writing that story of of progress in your life is one thing. Imagine what could have been. He could have gone down as one of the greatest tight ends in NFL history. But he could he could have mentored young kids from rough neighborhoods, telling his stories. He could have built schools, created a legacy. But instead, he became a cautionary tale. That's crazy, huh? Yeah, another example. This is a little bit more recent. Henry Ruggs III. Now let me bring him up. Henry Ruggs III. He was a young player drafted in the first round by the Las Vegas Raiders. This young man was fast, electric, a speed you don't teach, bro. In 2020, he signed a $16.7 million rookie contract, fully guaranteed. A signing bonus of over $9 million. His whole life was ahead of him. That's crazy, huh? $9 million guaranteed. So you guarantee that money. But in 2021, everything changed, bro. One night, he got behind the wheel of his Corvette after drinking. He was going 156 miles per hour in a residential area. You're thinking like, what? Yeah, Corvette going 156 miles per hour. So he crashed into another car, smacked into another car. It pretty much caught on fire. Inside was a 23-year-old Tina Tintor and her dog. They both burned to death. That's crazy, bro. Henry was charged with DUI resulting in death in 2023. He was sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison. So he's currently behind bars. But 3 to 10 years, bro? I don't even think that's even a sentence, bro. It's like you killed a person, you killed a dog. But whatever. I mean, that's not for me to judge. You know, he actually went to court, did his time, or did his I think he took a plea bargain. I don't know what it was, but 3 to 10 years. So, but what did he have to gain? Or what did he gain? NFL fame, financial security, generational opportunities. But what did he lose during all that? He lost a career. He lost his freedom. And the worst of all, he took someone else's life. That's crazy. You can't bring that back. So think of the league literally offers a free ride service for players. He could have just made a call. One simple decision, bro. Don't get behind the wheel if you're drunk. If he would have made that call, bro, who knows where he would have been right now. What could have been? He could have had a 10-year career, been a role model for kids in Alabama, built generational wealth. Instead, he's now remembered more for that tragedy than anything else he ever did on the field. That's the last thing they're going to remember. You're not going to be remembered for, oh, what could have been. The guy was fast. He got drafted in the first round. But it's all about your pride sometimes. You know? So why does this keep happening? We ask ourselves this all the time. Does it keep happening? Here's the uncomfortable truth. You know, some people start believing they're above consequences. My bad. God damn, what the hell? Anyways, fame can't create this bubble you're surrounded by. You know, you're surrounded by yes men. People who never check you, never challenge you. You know, you start thinking rules don't apply to me. You're untouchable. But the law, the universe, they don't care who you are. They don't care how many followers you've got or how many yards you ran last season. They don't care about all that, bro. Pride has taken more people down than poverty ever has. Your pride's always going to be stubborn. You're going to be You're not going to want to hear anything else that anybody's got to tell you. That pride's always going to come into play. But it's not just them. And before we start judging these folks, let's pause. Because you don't have to be famous to sabotage your own future. Wow, right? You ain't got to be famous to sabotage your future. How many of us are making decisions right now that we know what could ruin everything we've worked for? You know, driving buzzed, thinking, "Oh, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I can drive." Hanging with people who bring out the worst in us, letting our egos talk louder than our wisdom. Fame or not, one bad decision can change your life forever. So you gotta think about all that. Yeah, let it sink in. Let that pride loose, bro. Where are they now? Aaron Hernandez, he had a promising career in the NFL. He would have been set pretty much for life once he retired. But where is he now? He's gone. His daughter will grow up without him. This ended in tragedy. What about Henry Ruggs? He'll be in his early 30s when he gets out. And while life may give second chances, his victim won't get hers back. She'll never get a second chance at life. Tina's family lives every day with that hole in their heart. Innocent bystander, innocent. She's driving home, you know, late night from work or whatever it was, and then this happens to him. It's crazy. There's also guys like Dante Stallworth, another NFL player who hit and killed someone while driving under the influence. He served just 24 days in jail after a plea deal. That's crazy, huh? You think somebody kills your family member or something and they only get 24 days in jail because they took a plea deal? He never played the same again. The guilt never left. I'm sure he's always got that guilt in his mind, but like I said, these victims, they won't get another second chance. What could have been? And that's the heartbreak of it all. They sit there and think about it, like, what could have been? How far could have they have gone? Aaron could have been the, Hall of Famer. Could have been one of the fastest receivers in history. They could have built foundations, saved lives, inspired kids who look up to them. As humans, as people, we look up to these NFL stars, celebrities, whatever it may be. All you see is the positivity, where they're going, how they got where they're at, and so forth. So people look up to these people. But instead, they become the warning. Like, hey, don't be like this dude. Don't be like that guy. All this could have been avoided. Just one simple decision that they made. Something to you guys that are in sports and seeking higher dreams and of getting to that and getting to the NFL, getting to the NBA, getting to wherever it is that you're striving for. I mean, or even just being that law enforcement, being that firefighter, being that whatever your heart desires and what your dreams are. If you're out there chasing dreams, whether it's in music and sports, entrepreneurship, hear me. Don't just prepare for the spotlight. Prepare for the shadows that come with it. Get a mentor. Deal with your trauma. Learn to say no. Surround yourself with people who care. People that care more about your soul than your status. Because success won't save you from yourself. I've heard it. I've probably said it a couple times. But we got to change. How many of you guys have been out there and you're like, oh, yeah, I'm good to drive. I only had a couple beers and this and that. But are you really okay? You know what I mean? Some people say, yeah, I'm good. but are you really good? So this episode ain't just about falling stars. It's about the choices we all make. The good, the bad, and the ugly choices we make. So ask yourself, what am I risking with the decisions I'm making right now? Who could get hurt? What could I lose? Like we said, you don't got to be a famous celebrity, football star, or anything like that. Life changes everybody. Incidents like this change everybody. But on the flip side, what could you gain if you chose better? You know what I mean? So let this be a reminder. One dumb decision can end a legacy, but one wise choice, it can change the whole direction of your life. For Aaron Hernandez and Ruggs, that one bad decision changed their life forever. But anyways, guys, well, thank you guys for tuning in today. This was a heavy one, but a necessary one. If this episode spoke to you, send it to someone who needs it. Don't let their potential get wasted like so many before. Don't forget, guys, follow the show, like, subscribe, leave a review. Let's keep building. You know what I mean? Once again, guys, my name is Ben. Mike Manifestations Podcast, where we tune in every Tuesday, guys, 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share the video, turn on those notifications so you're notified every time our new episodes come out. But like I said, they come out every Tuesday, 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll leave you with this. Your voices has power, but your choices shape your legacy. Till next time, guys, stay grounded, stay wise, and keep manifesting, bro. Till we get to the end, our maker. Catch you guys on the next one, guys. We out. Peace. Love you. Yeah. Make sure you guys tune in to the next episode, Tuesday, 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're looking to get a guest on the show. Let me know if you're interested in getting on the show. We'll get it set up. Till next time, guys, we out. Mike Manifestation. Peace.